know your name, but I know your face simply from the first day we came out and met Michael. You were on the other combine, so you're obviously entrusted with driving the other combine. So who are you?
Carl.
You're Carl?
Yeah.
Where are we?
County Meath.
We're in County Meath.
Kentstown.
Navan.
Navan, yeah.
Pretty much in Navan. The Hoys have is this a farm of theirs, or?
Yeah, there's 260 acres of a block here. And then behind us we have there's a 100-acre field there behind us that's rented.
Oh, very good. It's a 6-metre drill. It's a 315 New Holland. Obviously drilling your job.
This is one of my jobs as well, yeah. I do all the sowing, combining, a bit of spraying and fertiliser. Fertiliser and spraying is sort of split between myself and Cathal. Cathal is another one of the chaps that does he's actually driving the other sower now today as well, the 3-metre. He's actually sowing the barley because we're putting fertiliser down the spout with the barley. I don't have the facility on this sower to do that.
What would your normal speed be? Is there a speed?
I do 9-10 kilometres an hour. It's fast enough. Now, when you calibrate it and you go through the whole system of calibrating on the computer, on the sower, it'll tell you that you reckon, like, you could sow anywhere up to 18 kilometres an hour, but I think you want to have yourself well strapped in now, doing 18 kilometres an hour.
I was doing 18 kilometres an hour in the buggy and it was rough enough there. So then in the winter time, what do you do then? Or do you go to the factory or what?
No, in the winter time now I'll close the garage door and I'll lock myself in and I'll spend my time servicing, getting all the gear ready for it.
Are you a handyman?
Mechanic by trade.
Where did you serve your time? Or?
In a John Deere garage. And
John Deere's don't need mechanics.
None of them need mechanics, but you have to be there anyway.
Aye.
It was more on the potato end of things. I was on the on the Grimmy.
Oh, so you know a bit about the whole Grimmy situation?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you guys do a lot of potatoes as well here in this farm.
Yeah. We're growing 320 acres of potatoes, and then there's 120 acres of onions then as well. So they're all lifted with the self-pels. We've 2 Grimmy 220 self-pels, Fairytrons.
Oh, now what's that beeping, if you don't mind me?
That's to wake me up when I come to the headland.
Fair enough.
It's just telling your border, your GPS fences.
Oh, right, no, seriously, that's telling you coming towards your...
You come towards a ditch, yeah?
That's a good machine I would need. Sleepy. That's a tight log.
No, it's not. When you look at this here.
Yeah. See 6.2% angle. Yeah. And that all makes a big difference.
That axle's not turned. This thing is like a sea coming around. Takes a long time to turn.
Give me 40 acres, turn this rig around. Some can turn it on a dime. Reversing cameras, you have everything.
Everything you need is on this.
And would she be an easy machine in diesel, or?
Yeah.
Is it something you think about, or?
It wouldn't be. They'd probably go for 2.5 days.
On a tank?
Yeah.
You know, like a tractor, would a tractor pulling a machine, would you notice any, much the same, or? It's hard to know, but it is fairly easy now on fuel. Is that the international signal for getting me a trailer?
Him. Come back here to me.
The wrong man in one of these machines, disaster.
I'd say it could be, yeah. You kind of need to know what you're doing with them.
So where's everything at then? All down the side here. I'm seeing a lid there, so I'm presuming there's a lot of hydraulic oil in here.
That's it.
Pump.
Engine.
Engine out. To the side?
Down there.
Ah. So everyone behind me is just involved in either pushing it forward or...
Yeah, everything else behind you, you're looking at here, all the workings of the machine is there, all along this side.
Easy to service, filters, all that oil nonsense and all. Good job.
Yeah.
Will this be a good crop?
Yeah, it's a fair crop here.
Good growing season?
Yeah.
What are you, a tractor man?
I am, yeah. But I don't really ever get to drive them. This and the Caterpillar.
Oh, so you're in the big Caterpillar?
Yeah.
My word, I get a spin in it yesterday with a big subsoiler on.
I put the ridges up with that.
How do you drive that thing?
Simple. It's all GPS.
I know, but she's very...
You get used to it.
Do you?
Yeah.
She's awesome though, but like that big subsoiler is not
Yeah.
normal. Just full licks forward by the way you go.
Like the ridger puts up 3 beds at a time, so 6 drills.
I had some pull. That's some pull.
That's what it
Do you
puts
like
up.
driving the big cat then?
Yeah, it's grand.
Would it be better, do you think, as technology moved on now, that one of your big 315s or 939 fence would be as good a job, or is it hard to know, or?
They'd have a lot more in them, but the Challenger is, there's great few out of the Challenger.
If you can grasp all this, the actual steering in nice conditions isn't the hardest thing in the world to do, is that correct?
The steering is easy.
It's understanding the machine, the workings, and understanding, you know what I mean, it would take any normal man.
Yeah, the way it is, I find it hard to explain. People often ask me, what do you know, how do you learn how to drive them? The best way to learn how to drive them is drive them. And figure it out yourself, do you know what I mean? It's better than somebody coming in. Like if I was to come in here and tell you what every one of them settings were,
It would blow your mind.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. You have to try and just...
But I can pick up in that middle screen your buttons, your functions, so
Yeah.
obviously over there we can set it all up, and I'm watching around it and I'm seeing roughly what way you have it set up, alright. Yeah. And is she a centre pivot drive, so does she always come back into the centre, or is it like the class self-propel, as you push forward the faster she goes?
Just push forward.
She's next, but she comes back into the centre every time, so she's...
Yeah.
And then what way is she driven? Is she driven mechanically, hydraulically?
Hydraulically.
All hydraulically.
Oh, everything on this is hydraulics.
What kind of does one of these new? Do you have any idea?
They're over 400,000, I think. Well over it. And that'd be plus VAT.
That's a lot of dough.
It is
For what? Month? 6 weeks?
6 weeks, yeah.
Your trail harvester's probably a lot of money too.
It's about 2, I'd say, plus.
2 plus, and then you've got your 100 grand tractor in front of it, so.
I'd say a trail one now would be well over 2.
All it done's welded an engine on and a cab.
Yeah. And the ability to be able to travel, because these can travel.
These are good in wet ground. Very good in wet ground.
They're just, it's unreal what they're able to do.
Waking up, folks. That there would drive me mad. But I suppose it's safe.
If you're in a long field now and you're here on your own, you're not talking to anybody. You'd miss it if it's not there.
Class.
You don't want to be making a phone call to bring a chain and a tractor.
Oh, you do some damage before that thing would stop. Hey. So you get into the workshop then in the winter time. So you're a mechanic by trade, as you said. You work in the John Deere guys, but like you won't really get that much experience working there because they don't break down.
No, unfortunately no.
So really, we don't know whether you're any good at mechanic or not.
No.
But Michael thinks you are, and that's all that matters.
Well, I failed him so far anyway.
But you were saying you work at the potato stuff, Grimmy, you know a bit around that.
Yeah, but sure, it's like everything else. Technology will pass me out.
I'm with you. You're on a limited, you're on a limited time frame.
Yeah, well, it was the same even with the likes of the tractors there. Like,
do you find these tractors starting to get to the edge of your ability, or?
Not really. Well, the likes of all this now, diagnostics wise, you work your way around some problems with it, but like as I say, it's at least it's easier to ring Armstrong's there when you have a bit of an idea what they're coming out to fix if there's anything, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, then about your Limkin drill, I mean, are you into? I mean, don't mean this, but you know, some people are just drivers, and they can drive anything. But are you into the workings of drills and things?
Oh yeah, no, Jen, yeah. I tell you that this drill here now, I've done what? This would be its 5th season. Be 10,000, 11,000 acres gone through it. Done a good sturdy drill. Leaves a good level seed bed. The power harrows does a good job on it.
The Limkin power harrow would have a very good name now.
Yeah, no, they're sturdy machines now. It's a great power harrow for leveling ground.
Yeah.
The sour, like with the discs on it.
Well, sure, look across that.
Yeah.
And that's only ploughed.
Yeah, that was ploughed yesterday.
Is the press in the front essential?
Not really. It's nearly only a counterbalance. As you can see, it's not.
And a bit of show.
Yeah, it doesn't do major job there. By right, you want a press with paddles on the front. You know, just ruffle it up a little bit. I find with that, if you push the press down too far, your steering, your correction for your GPS then is thrown all over the place, and you're gone too far before it'll actually correct itself. So you're trying to find a happy medium between.
And is she just floating there, basically?
Yeah, it's just.
She's tickling the ground.
Just tickling the ground.
That's just in the nutshell.
It's just a counterbalance, and it looks good.
looks good. Looks real good. Hasn't that many hours on her? Is he pretty much just using her for this job?
Yeah, well, as I say, we only got it in the spring there, and it done. What did I do it in the spring?
Sowing, basically.
Yeah, well, I done a little bit of sowing, a little bit of spring barley, and it was just rotavating. I had a rotavator on it for the spuds, but that's all it's done. It's been parked up ever since.
So what are we sowing here today? What's going into the ground?
Winter wheat.
Winter wheat.
Yeah.
And is that the predominant crop?
Yeah. What do we have in? We've about 1,300 acres of winter wheat.
Ah, that's a lot then.
Yeah, it's.
How long will it take you to sow through that? Weather dependent.
Yeah, weather dependent. Well, on a good day now, on a good 12-hour day, I'd be doing 100 acres, 120 acres. I should be doing about 8-9 acres an hour if conditions are good. I'd aim to hope to be finished by the end of the month.
Yes. And then what?
Then it'll be probably, it's about 8 a field.
And what, just carting away? Or?
Well, yeah, or maybe just driving one of the harvesters or
whatever needs.
Whatever needs to be done, yeah. So I'll try to drag the sowing out as long as possible.
He didn't say that.